What's up guys, it's BT here, and today I want to share with you guys some of my favorite keyboard accessories that have made my keyboards look better, sound better, and have just saved me a ton of time while modding my keyboards. And as I dive deeper into the keyboard enthusiast realm, I will be sharing with you guys everything that I found, so make sure you are subscribed. Starting off with the first product, we have one of my favorite keyboard cable manufacturers, Space Cables. Now they've always had really good cables, but their new V3 cables are not only thick, but they are super tight. Like as soon as you pull these apart, it snaps back like nobody's business. Space Cables check off everything for me. Not only are the cables tight like I said, but they also have great heat shrink around their USB ports, because this is one of the weakest points of the cable. So if you can get that down, you have a cable that's really built to last. And these have an aviator plug, which I'm always a fan of for those aesthetics. This will just give your setup a nice finishing touch. And they're fairly priced. They have some up right now that are around $30 after you're done customizing it. And one thing that I love that they're doing recently is they have pre-made cables for the upcoming GMK sets, so that really just takes all the guesswork out of your cable. They sent me out their new Mito laser one, and they also sent me another one which I will be revealing in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. So if you just want a really good cable that's built to last, you can never have too many of them. I have like 50, one to match every keycap set that I have. Yeah, I'm kind of obnoxious, but hey, it makes your setup look amazing. Now when this video gets released, they should be doing a drop where you can get 5% off with code BT. It's a no-brainer. So the second product we have is a stem pin holder from TX Keyboards. Now I think these are about $8. And essentially what it does is you press down the top like you would a pen, and it picks up the stem of your switch. So when you are lubing them, it makes it so easy. One issue that I had in the past was that I would pick them up, I would be lubing, my hands would get lube on it, my fingers, the stems would start flopping around and flipping and falling off my desk, and it would just take that much longer. Lubing switches takes forever as is, and I'm just so thankful that they dropped this. It just keeps my hands clean, speeds up my whole workflow when lubing switches, because you guys know lubing switches takes hours. So highly recommended product. It's the little things. This will shave some time off your lubing 100%. So the third product on the list is the KeyBoss switch opener. Now in the past I've had plastic ones, and they didn't do such a good job at opening my switches. Oftentimes I would have to like pry them open with my fingers, and it just hurt, but not anymore with the KeyBoss opener. This thing is built out of metal, and the great thing about it is when you press down on the switch, it actually holds the bottom of the switch on it, and it's way more consistent than the plastic ones that I've had in the past. This is another area where it saves my fingers a lot of stress, saves me a lot of time because I'm not trying to pry open a switch for 10 minutes. And this one is highly touted as one of the best switch openers. Definitely worth the price. So the fourth item on the list is going to be some TX springs. Now this was sent out to me by Apex Keyboards. Now I originally had no interest in springs until I tried them. Now you might be asking, why do I even need to put new springs into my switches? Well, let's say you want to change the weight, or you want to make a crazy combination, and some switches do not have the best springs. They can be very loud, they can be very obnoxious. So putting some nice new stainless steel springs into your switches will make all the difference. So they have a variety of bottom out weights from a 45 to like a 90 gram weight. Me personally, 65 just feels amazing. Highly recommend that one. It's right smack dab in the middle. And I actually put these into my Gatoron black inks, and the pricing isn't too bad. They're 110 pieces for $7.50. So just imagine all the possibilities that you can do. Let's say you don't like the weight of your switch, but you like the feel of it or the sound of it. So like in my case, like the Gatoron black inks were a little bit too heavy. So going down from like a 70G down to a 65G, it made these switches completely different. So just imagine, you can make so many different combinations with different stems, housing, springs to make your ultimate switch that nobody else has. You want to talk about crazy customization with your keyboard? We're starting to get there with these springs. I will be doing a sound test, guys. Don't worry, of the 60 gram in the black inks versus the 65 grams with the TX springs. But before we get into the sound test, I want to talk about one more item that Apex Keyboards sent me. They sent me some TX film. It's a little piece of film that goes in between the top and bottom housing, and it makes this little sandwich, and what it does is it eliminates wobbliness, or at least reduces wobbliness in your switch by filling that little gap, because some switches aren't completely tight. Now I want to show here how the top housing on my black inks was actually moving before and after. And one thing that I found, it actually makes your switches sound that much better. They're easy to install. You just put the side with one line going across near the leaf side and the double line side towards the back end of the switch. Easy enough. So let's drop a sound test for you guys right about now. Oh yeah. This is gonna have your keyboard sounding that much juicier. Is that a thing? Can a keyboard sound juicy? I don't know, but these things are costing about $550 for 110 to cover your entire keyboard. And for me, if you're gonna lube your switches at this point, throw some films on it. Although it is not for every single type of switch. Some switches don't allow it, so make sure you have a switch that's compatible with these films. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on some of my favorite keyboard accessories. Let me know if you guys have tried some of these before, if you're thinking about picking some up. Highly recommend everything on this list. It has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.